According to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, the truth behind his case finally came into the open when the International Court of Justice took a careful look at everything that happened from the beginning. They explained that for a long time, many people only heard one side of the story, but the full legal truth was hidden. When the court started to examine the case step by step, they said it became clear that serious mistakes were made. The lawyers told the court that justice must always follow clear rules, no matter who is involved. They explained that Nnamdi Kanu's arrest, transfer, and trial did not follow those rules. According to them, the process used against him ignored basic legal standards that every court is expected to respect. They said justice is not about power or anger, but about law and fairness. They explained that before any court can sentence a person, the court must have full legal authority over that person. According to Kanu's legal team, this authority was missing from the start. They told the International Court that Kanu was brought back to Nigeria in a way that broke international law. Because of that, they argued that every step taken after that was already weak and unsafe in law. The lawyers said that when a foundation is bad, everything built on it will be bad. They explained that no matter how serious an accusation may sound, the law must still be followed. They told the court that skipping legal steps cannot be corrected later by giving a harsh sentence. Justice does not work that way. According to the legal team, Justice Omotosho moved ahead with the case without properly addressing these major legal problems. They said the court focused more on speed than fairness. They explained that important legal questions raised by the defense were pushed aside instead of being answered clearly. To them, this showed that the trial did not give Kanu a real chance to defend himself. They also explained that international law is not optional. They said Nigeria, like many other countries, agreed to follow certain rules when it comes to human rights and fair trials. According to them, those rules were ignored in Kanu's case. They told the International Court that when a country breaks the rules it agreed to, the judgment from such a process cannot stand. The lawyers said they were not asking for special treatment. They explained that they were only asking for the law to be respected the same way it is respected in other cases. They said justice should not depend on who a person is or what people think about him. Justice should depend only on the law. According to them, the International Court of Justice listened carefully and did not rush to any conclusion. They said the judges asked clear questions and wanted clear answers. They explained that the court was interested in facts, legal procedures, and legal standards, not emotions or public pressure. They told the court how the life imprisonment sentence shocked many legal minds because it came from a process that was already in dispute. They explained that a sentence that heavy must come from a trial that is clean, open, and lawful. According to them, that was not what happened in this case. The legal team explained that justice must be seen to be done, not just claimed. They said when people see courts ignoring basic rules, trust in the justice system is damaged. They told the International Court that this case was no longer just about Nnamdi Kanu, but about the image of justice itself. They also explained that international courts exist to correct situations like this. According to them, when local systems fail or refuse to correct themselves, international law steps in to protect basic rights. They said this is why they brought the matter before the International Court of Justice. According to Kanu's lawyers, the court understood that justice delayed for too long can turn into injustice. They explained that Kanu had spent a long time in detention while serious legal questions remained unanswered. They said this alone was a strong reason for the court to look deeper into the case. They made it clear that their argument was simple. They said if the process is wrong, the outcome cannot be right. They repeated that law must come before punishment. They told the court that no government or judge is above the law. According to the legal team, the International Court of Justice saw that the case raised serious concerns that could not be ignored. They explained that the court acknowledged that the issues presented were not small technical errors, but major legal violations. To them, this showed that the truth they had been speaking for a long time was finally being heard. They said this moment marked a turning point. According to them, it was the first time an international legal body openly examined the actions taken in Kanu's case without fear or pressure. They explained that this alone gave hope that justice could still be achieved. The lawyers ended by telling the court that justice is not revenge. They said justice is balance, fairness, and respect for the law. According to them, the International Court of Justice began to reflect this principle by allowing the truth of the case to come into the light. According to Kanu's legal team, Chapter 1 of this struggle was about exposure. It was about showing how the law was ignored and how that ignorance led to a life sentence that should never have happened. They said once the truth was exposed, justice could finally begin to move in the right direction. According to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, the second stage of the case focused on how Justice Omotosho and the government under Tinubu handled the trial after all the legal problems were already known. They explained that this was where the real exposure happened, because the court continued even when serious warnings had been raised. The lawyers said they repeatedly told the court that the case was built on a faulty process. They explained that instead of fixing those problems, Justice Omotosho moved forward as if nothing was wrong. According to them, this showed a clear refusal to respect the rule of law. They said a judge is expected to protect justice, not push it aside. They explained that one of the biggest issues was how the court treated the defense arguments. According to the legal team, many important legal objections were ignored or brushed away without proper explanation. They said this created the feeling that the outcome had already been decided before the trial truly ended. According to them, a fair court must listen to both sides with equal attention. They said in Kanu's case, the prosecution was given more room, while the defense struggled to be heard. They explained that this imbalance is not justice and cannot produce a fair judgment. The lawyers also explained that the sentence of life imprisonment made the situation even worse. They said such a heavy punishment should only come after a clean and lawful trial. According to them, giving a life sentence in a case filled with legal problems made the judgment look more like punishment than justice. They told the International Court that Justice Omotosho had a duty to first resolve the legality of Kanu's arrest and return before moving into sentencing. According to them, that duty was ignored. They explained that when a court skips such a basic step, it damages the entire case. According to Kanu's legal team, the role of the government was also questioned. They said the Tinubu administration allowed the process to continue even when it was clear that the case raised serious legal concerns. They explained that leadership should protect the law, not allow it to be bent for political comfort. They said the International Court was told that government silence in the face of injustice can be as powerful as direct action. According to them, by not correcting the situation, the government indirectly approved it. They explained that this was why the case went beyond one judge and touched the entire system. The lawyers said they explained to the court that justice must not be influenced by public pressure, fear, or political interest. They said courts are meant to stand firm even when cases are sensitive. According to them, this firmness was missing in Kanu's trial. They also pointed out that international standards for fair trial are very clear. According to the legal team, these standards include proper jurisdiction, fair hearing, equal treatment, and respect for human rights. They said Kanu's case failed to meet many of these standards. They explained that Justice Omotosho had the power to pause the trial and address the legal issues raised. According to them, choosing not to do so was a serious failure. They said a judge must always choose the law, even when that choice is difficult. According to the legal team, the International Court began to see a pattern. They explained that the mistakes were not small or accidental. They said they were repeated decisions that pushed the case in one direction. To them, this pattern showed intent, not error. They told the court that when justice appears selective, people lose faith in the system. According to them, this loss of trust is dangerous because it affects not just one case, but the entire society. They said courts must protect their credibility by following the law strictly. They also explained that the life sentence created fear instead of peace. According to them, justice should calm tension, not increase it. They said a judgment that leaves many legal questions unanswered cannot bring closure. According to Kanu's lawyers, the International Court understood that exposing these actions was necessary. They explained that exposure is not about attacking individuals, but about correcting wrong actions. They said justice grows stronger when mistakes are admitted and fixed. They told the court that no judge and no government is above international law. According to them, when a country signs international agreements, it agrees to be judged by them. They said this was the basis on which Justice Omotosho and the government were questioned. They explained that the International Court was not interested in emotions or politics. According to them, the court focused on whether the law was followed. They said this focus made it clear that the trial process could not be defended legally. According to the legal team, This stage of the case showed that the problem was not just one decision, but a series of choices that ignored the law. They explained that these choices led directly to the life sentence given to Kanu. They said the exposure of these actions gave strength to their fight for justice. According to them, it proved that their concerns were not personal opinions, but real legal issues. They explained that once these issues were seen clearly, the case could no longer be treated as normal. According to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, this part of the struggle revealed how justice was compromised and how authority was used without full respect for the law. They said the truth did not destroy justice, but prepared the ground for it to be restored. According to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, the final stage of the case focused on correction and restoration of justice. They explained that after exposing the legal problems and the actions that led to the life sentence, the next step was to fix the wrong. They said justice is not complete until a wrong decision is corrected. The lawyers told the International Court that once a trial is found to be unlawful, the only fair response is release. They explained that keeping a person in detention after admitting serious legal violations only deepens the injustice. According to them, the law does not support punishment where the process itself is broken. They explained that the International Court of Justice looked closely at the consequences of continuing Kanu's detention. They said the court understood that justice is not only about rules, but also about the effect of decisions on human rights. According to them, the court saw that continued detention would mean supporting an unlawful process. The legal team said they explained how long Kanu had already spent in detention while legal questions remained unresolved. They told the court that delay without legal clarity is a form of punishment. According to them, the court agreed that justice cannot be delayed forever. They also explained that release does not mean the law is weak. According to them, release means the law is strong enough to admit mistakes and correct them. They said this understanding was important to the court's decision. According to the lawyers, the International Court made it clear that governments must respect legal outcomes, even when those outcomes are uncomfortable. They explained that the court approved Kanu's release based on legal principles, not sympathy or pressure. They said the court acknowledged that Kanu's lawyers had followed the proper legal path. According to them, this showed that peaceful legal struggle is the right way to seek justice. They explained that the court respected the effort, patience, and consistency shown by the defense team. The lawyers explained that the approval for release was also a message to all legal systems. According to them, the message was simple: no authority can benefit from breaking the law. They said the court wanted to discourage future violations by making it clear that unlawful actions have consequences. They also told the court that releasing Kanu would help restore trust. According to them, trust in justice grows when courts admit errors and fix them. They said refusing to correct a wrong judgment only damages confidence in the system. According to Kanu's legal team, the International Court listened to these arguments and agreed that justice must be practical, not just theoretical. They explained that justice on paper means nothing if it does not change reality. They said the court approved release because it was the only action that matched the legal findings. They also explained that the court considered international human rights standards. According to them, these standards protect individuals from unlawful detention and unfair punishment. They said Kanu's case clearly fell under these protections. The lawyers said the court understood that continuing the detention would send the wrong message to the world. According to them, it would suggest that international law can be ignored without consequence. They said the court chose instead to protect the authority of international law. They explained that approval for release was not an attack on Nigeria as a country. According to them, it was an opportunity for the country to show respect for the law it had agreed to follow. They said the court believed that respecting the decision would strengthen Nigeria's legal image. According to the legal team, they also explained to the court that justice should bring peace, not deepen division. They said Kanu's continued detention had increased tension and confusion. According to them, the court saw that correcting the injustice could help reduce these problems. They said the International Court recognized that justice must be forward-looking. According to them, the goal was not to punish past mistakes forever, but to stop them from continuing. They explained that approval for release was a step toward moving forward. The lawyers explained that after the approval, their work did not end. According to them, they made it clear that decisions must be respected and implemented. They said justice only becomes real when decisions are obeyed. They told the court that they would continue to push legally until the approval is fully carried out. According to them, this commitment showed that their fight was about justice, not noise or drama. They said the court respected this serious approach. According to Kanu's legal team, the approval gave hope not only to Kanu, but to many people who believe in the rule of law. They explained that it showed that even powerful systems can be corrected through lawful means. They said the court's decision reminded everyone that justice has no permanent enemy. According to them, justice may be delayed, ignored, or challenged, but it always finds a way to speak when the law is followed. They explained that the approval for release also placed responsibility on leaders. According to them, leaders must choose whether to respect the law or resist it. They said the court made it clear where it stands. According to the lawyers, this stage of the case proved that truth, when presented calmly and clearly, has power. They said shouting does not win justice, but strong legal argument does. They explained that the struggle was never about destroying institutions. According to them, it was about reminding institutions of their duty. They said the court understood this and acted accordingly. According to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team, the approval for his release marked a turning point where law defeated fear and justice defeated silence. They said it showed that when the law is allowed to work, even the hardest cases can find a fair end.